What's up? Give somebody a few people to get some time to get in here. I keep flip flopping my live. Sorry about that, but I was waiting for another channel to end their stream. I don't know if they're still going, but I had to leave. So I'm going to wait on a few people to get here. Let's see. I'm waiting. As you can see by the title, things aren't looking so good, and I will get into that when people come in here. Hopefully, I don't know where everybody is at on a Saturday night. Probably in bed or whatever, out for the evening getting drunk. Who knows? Just wait a few more minutes. Who's in here? Come in and say hello. See one person in here. Who's here? See three people in here. Say hello, hello, hello. Who's here? Who's here watching? As you can see by my title, things aren't looking so good. Hey, Mario. I'm hanging in there, sweetheart. I really, really am. Things aren't looking so great with hubby. It's not looking good at all. Um, his kidneys are starting to slowly shut down, and his heart rate has gone up. It's looking really grim, and I will be taking the cat up tomorrow. Hopefully, that will stabilize him. And if it doesn't, I might have to. I don't want to say this. I don't even want to think about it. I really don't. I just hope he gets better. No, I'm going tomorrow, which is Sunday. I'm taking the cat up. I can't always take. I have an older car. It's a 2007. It's got 100 some miles. I have to be careful with it. If that screws up, I won't have a car. But eventually, if he doesn't get any better and keeps deteriorating, I'm gonna pull. I have no choice but to pull the plug, and I don't want to do that. That's not that I want to think about right now. I just hope he pulls through. He's fighting. His blood pressure went sky high. They're trying to maintain everything. He's really got a bad, nasty infection. He's fighting. I don't want to have to do that. It's to be the hardest thing for me to ever do. No, his brain is healing. The swelling went down. He's still got brain waves. It's just he's got a really bad fungus infection in his lungs, and they have him on an antifungal uh, antibiotic, which he has pneumonia, bad pneumonia, and he's been running fevers, and it's been crazy, up down, up down, up down. But now they're saying his kidneys are starting to go. I don't know. And his blood pressure, I don't know. I'm just scared. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to think that way. I'm just hoping by taking our cat up tomorrow that he comes around. I really do. And I believe in the power of prayer, but the way things are looking, I don't know. It hurts so bad. All I do is cry myself to sleep. I try to stay busy and remain strong, but it's hard. It's hard when you've been in love with somebody for 22 years and been with them, and he's the first man I actually felt love for, real love and a real bond and a connection with. And that's hard when you really feel a true connection. When your souls intertwine and you feel that that's love. And that's the first person I actually loved. I mean, when I got married, I thought that was love. It wasn't. It was an abusive, nasty relationship. But I know this was true love. And I can't imagine my life without him. He's older than me, but it's hard when people go through these things. And you know what? I don't care if people, what my daughter said to me on the phone. I don't even want to get into because it was really rude when she texted me. She told me she was going to go up, and now she changed her mind. Whatever. I don't care. My son's going to go with me. I have to wipe I was supposed to give the cat a bath tonight, but it's too much. I wipe her paws down, so when she goes on the bed, I have a harness for her. I bought her a harness, and what came with it was a leash. So, but we have a carrier bag to carry her in. So, hey Kelly, I'm good to see you. Hey RC, good to see you. I've asked the doctor told me it's not. They're trying to do everything for him. If if his kidneys start totally failing, I did mention dialysis to purify it and bring his kidneys back. But I don't know if I really want to put him through that. She said he's not putting a lot of urine out because he has all the medication he's on. Well, they did do a trial to save his kidneys. It's like, to protect his kidneys from, getting infection and stuff. But now everything's just going ass backwards with him. And he's hanging in there. He is fighting. He does open his eyes. But I'm hoping, by the grace of God, that he does. I do have faith. Turn around. He is fighting hard. But this infection has a hold on it, and it's just really messing his body up. And he got it from the hospital. From being in there for so long, the doctor said that. Because I asked. I mean, but, they're trying everything, They're trying to make him turn around, They say he's awake. He opens his eyes. I know when I was there to see him on Thursday, he squeezed my hand. I kissed his forehead, and I said, can I kiss you? And he shook his head, yes. And I ran around to the other side because of all his equipment he's on and shit. We got the respirator there. You got these IVs. You got a machine, that he's hooked up to for his heart monitor and his blood pressure and all that stuff. Yes, he's still on the ventilator, Kelly. He's not doing that great. He does bite it. He don't like it, but when I kissed him and I came back over, I said, "Did you like that kiss?" And he smiled and he squeezed my hand. So I'm hoping tomorrow when I take Hollow up that she does bring a miracle for him because they're close. She hasn't been eating much. She misses him so much. She's been bumming around the house. And I think the bond that they have that can help him. Even the doctors are thinking too. So I'm going to try to take her up there as much as I can and hoping he does heal by the grace of God. Because I don't want to have to make that decision. I don't think I can. I just can't. And that's on my mind. And it's really bothering me. And it's making me snappy and upset and short with people because of what I'm going through. And I don't mean to take it out on anybody. I don't. Because it hurts so bad inside. It really hurts. And if people can make fun of me for crying, I don't want their loved one to go in the hospital for a surgery, for a brain bleed, get operated on, and then they flush their brain, and then the solution goes into their brain fluid and fucks them up. Yes, he went to sleep. He's been helping me as much as he can. He cleans up stuff. He takes out trash. He did the dishes tonight because I've been cooking. He cooked me on Mother's Day for me. He's been really trying to help me. He's been by myself, and we've been snapping at each other because we're both under stress. And we both try to stay busy, you know. But I'm worried, you know, because we can't afford this place. The rent's going up to $750. You know, if he passes, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to sell his guitars. I'm gonna have to pack up shit. You know, I put money aside. You know, he's paying me rent. You know, I don't get my money till July 1,000 to move out. I'm looking for a place. I mean, I'm feeling lost and just so messed up right now. Yeah, he's got the 5-day trial for the kidneys. You know, that's what they're doing. You know, it's to protect the kidneys from getting infected and they function. But now they're just, I don't know, it's just going ass backwards. I don't know what's going on. I know, Kelly. I'm trying not to. That's what I'm saying. I've been fighting it and fighting it. You know, it's scary when you go up and you see that person laying there on a ventilator, but you know they're there, you know. And I know he squeezes my hand tight. You know, he did get a little upset with my son because he was trying to mouth stuff to me. And, you know, when I was trying to explain to him, I said, Tom is very sick. And he's trying to talk and he's frustrated. And when you talk over top, it frustrates him because he wants me to hear him. And I explained it to him. But, you know, because he felt bad. My son felt like he doesn't want me here. I said, that's not the point. He doesn't know what he's doing. I said, he's very, very sick. I know it is, Kelly. It's in God's hands now. That's all I can do, and all I do is pray. A lot of people have been praying for him. You know, this prayer chain got to continue. We got to continue and fight. I'm having a priest come up tomorrow while me and Zach are there, my son, and the cat. And all the nurses said they want to see the cat and they want to come in and they want to pray with us. So now it means a lot to me. You know, they've been taking good care of him. But you don't know, he's got not only a calf in his pee-pee, but he has something a balloon where it's now like a calf where they drain out the poop to get all the bad stuff out of it. Imagine that stuff, new technology that they do with him. I know I shouldn't talk about this, but you know, hopefully I'll delete it later when he gets better. So you don't see it. I know he is. He's fighting. The doctor said he's fighting. He's strong, and I know he could come out of this, even though his liver is damaged because of years of drinking. So all he drank was beer. That was it. And that happens. And I got to start thinking about and making those lifestyle changes myself. I don't want it to happen to me. Yep, exactly, Joe. They are fighting to keep him alive. The doctors want him to turn around. It's the same doctor that, that see me when I came in there, when Zach and I were there on Thursday. And I asked them to, leave the room. Zach was asking questions. Zach, I don't want to upset him. I want him to rest. And if you guys want to talk, let's leave the room. And then when we're finished, we'll go back in. Because then by that time, another doctor came to do a test on his heart, where they went down his throat to see if he's got an infection in the heart. And I had to sign the papers for that permission. And he told me the risk, and I already knew the risk. And, but everything went well. They told me, they updated me on that. So the test came out okay. Thank the Lord on that. So he's like really sick. And I hope God and his angels lay his healing hands and just continue to heal him and continue to let him fight. He is a fighter, and I believe and I know he will come out of it. And I'm praying that he turns around with the cat being up there. I mean, they got his blood pressure stabilized so far because it was like dropping really low. That was not good. So they had to up his blood pressure meds. When they told me his blood pressure was dipping, I was like, that's not a good sign, So he's like flip-flopping. He's fighting. This poor guy's been in and out of ICU, in and out. And now he's permanently there. It's been almost, he'll be there at the end of this month, a whole month at the hospital. It's not good. Oh, yeah, Joe, I do advocate for him. I really am, if you don't advocate for your loved one and you don't speak up about something, just like when they put him on a ventilator and said, oh, that's what he wanted. I said, and I told you guys, that is my decision to make if I want him on a ventilator. And you guys are supposed to let me know if you do it so I can approve. Doctor said, oh, I'm sorry. That's what the nurse told us. No. I need to know if you guys are going to do it ahead of time. But I said, okay, you did it. That's it. Yes, the cat is going to be amazing, in my opinion. Might be everything. The Lord can use a donkey to talk. I like. Sorry. I haven't taken my fucking inhalers today. I took my medicine, but I didn't take my inhalers. Nice going, Lisa. And I had to pick up my other medicine today that I ran out of. And I took that right away. Yes, Kelly, I know that. It's just, you think about a lot of things run through your mind, I just lost too many people in my life. Too many. And it just hurts. Hey, Pookie, good to see you, love. Thanks for coming, honey. I just can't. I lost my nephew in the beginning of this year. No, last year. Like, I can't even think straight. No, I lost my nephew this year. Last year, I lost my brother-in-law and my sister. And, I just can't take it anymore. I mean, he had high blood pressure and he didn't know about it, and the family didn't know. And he passed out. He wasn't feeling right, and he passed out at work, and they rushed him to the hospital, and he was on the ventilator. So, yeah, that's not good. And they wanted to turn off the ventilators right away because he was an organ donor. And his wife said, "No, no, 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 no." Even a lawyer card, don't think so. And the family got there, and that's when they finally said, their goodbyes and left him go. So that's horrible. But the aneurysm was at his brainstem in a bad place. So that was in a bad place. So I can't afford to lose another person in my life, especially somebody I've been with 22 years and am madly in love with. Yeah, it's been really rough. And then, like I said, Kelly, like in my last live, I talked about my brother-in-law, what they did with his body, the body snatch and shit, that stupid ass funeral home. Nobody gave him permission. All we asked for was my husband asked for was a quote. And he goes to the fucking morgue and goes and picks up his body and says, leaves a message and said, "Oh, we got Dave Yo's body." And he's flipping out. I'm like, so I called, and I called the coroner's office. I left a nasty message. Said, "Look, I am going to call the fucking news. I'm going to make a mockery of you. You get that body back." And I even called that funeral home, and I said, I will blast you all over the news. You take that body back. And guess what? And I said, we will not be charged because you illegally stole that body and took it without permission. Took the body back, and the right funeral home and got Dave, and he was cremated, and we got his ashes now. That was hell. It was, and I said, you know what, I said I could sue you all for stress and everything. The stress and terminal, you call nothing but terminal to my family. Yeah, I'm sure mine is too, Mama Bear. Yeah, he's not doing so good, Mama Bear. He's really struggling right now, and we're going up tomorrow. I got to get to bed myself. We're taking the cat up. I mean, he's struggling with his blood pressure, and his kidneys are all fucking a mess. Just not working right like they were. He can't pee. They're trying so hard to keep him alive, and I know he's in there. I know he's fighting. Even the nurses say he opens his eyes and stuff. Once I take that cat up, she sees him, and you know what? He's lost a fucking 100 pounds. 100 pounds. He lost 50 when he went to the doctor's last, and he lost another 50 in the fucking hospital. God knows how much more. They stopped the tube fee because of his blood pressure. He's on the high dose of blood pressure medicine. And I said, that's like starving him, man. But they said it could cause problems with his stomach. They explained it to me. And so they've been pushing fluids in him so he pees. But they said his kidneys are starting to shut down. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Pookie, no, my cat ain't never chip. I never chip her. No. She's in house cat, and she don't get out. She only got out twice, but I got her ass in the house. Hey, Act Right. Thanks for coming, sweetie. But like I said, I don't want to have to make that decision if it gets too bad to pull the plug. I just don't know if I can. But I believe he will turn around. And that's all I can do is by pray and have faith in God and just give it up to him because I know he's a strong man, and he's still there, and he squeezed my hand when I was last up, and he smiled when I kissed his head, and we also washed the tears from his eyes because he's been crying. Yes, I see the support I've got from everybody, and I love everybody, and I'm glad I have good people that I met here on YouTube. Except for some dickheads in the bushes that always got to start shit about everybody, but that's beside the point. And they can go to hell in my book and rot. I love all you ladies since I met Mama Bear and Act Rod and Jill, and how we have good times, and despite the stupidity shit, but sometimes you gotta sit back and laugh at the dumb shit. And Kelly's been awesome, and Mo, I know Kelly and Mo from a long time, and Mario, he's been a channel member for a long time of mine. So you guys are all welcome here, and we're family, and maybe we all can do a live together and have some fun and laugh and make. I don't care what you do, just as long as you don't yell. And we need to teach Jill how to come up on the panel. She needs a better computer. Maybe I should raise some funds for Jill to get a better computer. I'm kidding with you, Jill. I know Beverly goes to bed early. Yeah, she's got stuff going on too. So I know I love her too. She cracks me up. Yeah, we all crack each other up, but and I know I'm a hard headstrong person. I'm a Scorpio, and I just don't take people's crap lightly and how they treat other people. You don't need to be shy, Jill. Be yourself. Just be yourself and be who you are. There's no reason to be shy. You don't have to show yourself on camera. And all you do is, you show your face so I know who you are, because I don't want to be porn bomb. I was porn bomb myself twice, and I didn't let the person up on the panel. I almost got busted because the guy showed his. Oh, this is what they do. They pretend to be somebody else. They'll screenshot their name, and they'll come up and porn bomb your ass. It was sickening. It's like, that's why I asked somebody before you come up on the panel. I have them show their face, and then once I see their face, then they could come up on the panel. Thank you, Mama Bear. Prayers to you, and good night. I love you. You get some rest, and you take care of yourself, okay? I'll be praying for you too. Get that blood pressure down, and don't let these idiots get to you. I know some people make your blood pressure go up because they piss you off. Now we heard the truth tonight. More people seen the truth. So it's all coming out. And what Andrew gets is karma, bitch. And karma's coming. Coming for him all. Yeah, I got to get up at 7:30 in the morning. So I can my son made coffee. He got this special coffee beans, and he was grinding them. It's actually good. He makes me coffee. He brings it to me when I wake up. He's awesome. He's an awesome kid. I'm glad he moved back home with me, And I told him, I said, if anything to be truth, I don't want to think this way, and I'm not trying to think that way, so please don't take me the wrong way. If anything does happen to your dad, I can't live alone, and I'd rather you live with me. I just can't be alone. That's just me. I know it sounds silly. I'm so used to, being around people. Oh, is that right? He threw up in my mouth on Mama Bear panel. I'm instead of out on a day, much love. All right, act right. Night to you too. I almost threw up myself. Love you, act right. Take care of yourself, honey. You too, Mama Bear. Good night, ladies. Thanks for coming up and showing up for me. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So all we can do is hope for the best and pray for him, and I hope tomorrow the cat does what she needs to do and recognizes him, and we'll see how she responds, because we're just going to try to. I have to wipe her paws down first, because I don't want her going on the bed, especially in a sanitized environment. You know, cats dig in their litter, so I have a baby wipe. I'm going to wipe her paws off. Kelly doesn't. Oh, Kelly's Christmas lights. Hey, they're pretty cool. You can leave them up. Hey, why not? They're inside. Leave them up and get light in there. I got my Christmas tree still up. The decorations ain't on it. I left it up. I usually decorate it for holidays. I just left it up and said, "Fuck it, I ain't taking it down." What sense does it take for me to take it downstairs? Half the lights don't even work. I have to put lights on it. You know, that's soon going in the trash. I might not have a Christmas tree next year. Who knows? It's a and I really can't. I forgot I can't have real Christmas trees in the house. Certain ones, because I'm allergic to them, they make me itch. But I enjoy them anyway. I know I'm weird. Yeah, Joe, I got these rope lights I've been meaning to hang up. My husband's been bugging me, and I never got it. I started to get the things in. It's just hard when I have to reach up because of my back. You know, my back's all messed up. You know, I have this bulging disc, and everything pinches and my back spasms. And it really hurts, you know, and it's like when I reach or anything, it's like, so, oh well. Plus, I gotta look for another place to live too, so I don't know. I gotta take one step at a time to get my shit in the ducks in a row. I gotta fill paperwork out, and I gotta call housing myself to see if I can get out of here, because this rent's going up to $25, $7.50 a month, plus water, sewer, and trash I have to pay. I have to pay electric, telephone, internet, gas, and my credit cards, and he has his shit too. Yeah. But we usually split everything down the middle. But there's no way my son and I can afford this 2-bedroom place ourselves. Plus, there's no way. Well, I'm going to end this live, guys. I got to get some rest. I got to get up in the morning. I appreciate everybody coming. Please continue to pray for him, and let's hope for the best and a better outcome for him. I will fill you guys in and let you know how the visit went. Love you all. That's okay. Once, when paramedics came in at night and saw my Christmas tree, they near wrote me up because it was dry and a hazard. You forgot to water the tree, yeah. That's why when I bought my last Christmas tree, when my son, him and I went shopping for a real Christmas tree. The one year I wanted a real cheap tree, and it was a bitch the way they cut it. We had a hell of a time standing up. But I had this, it's called tree food, and you fill it, put the food in there, It helps keep the branches and everything and the needles from falling and stuff. And I watered it as much. I would always check the water in it. Yeah, you don't want those to get bone dry because it does become a fire hazard and shit. Well, that's why I went to a plastic outlet tree. But I don't think I'll get another tree. I'll just probably throw this one out when it's dead. When the lights all die out. Say goodbye. All right. Peace, love. Thank you all for coming. Yes, I will stay tuned. Love hugs even after watering a tree that eventually dry out no matter what. I mean, if you have it 4 weeks, checking water eventually didn't work. I know. That's why I wait. Good night, Gen X, freckle faced artist. I didn't even know you were in here. Yeah, that's why I always wait towards like close to Christmas to get a tree. That's what I waited for. Blessings to you too, to all of you. Have a good night. I need to get out of here. I need to get some sleep because I got to get up in the morning and I got to go to the hospital. Love you all. Good night.